I'm planning a 2,000-year celebration in about 8 years, 9 days, 11 hours, 27 minutes, and 32 seconds. Yeah. And the two women in that picture, yeah. Well, the older woman, I'd like her to be involved in this planning that I have to have this celebration. Mhm. But it seems that the Supreme Court of the United States doesn't recognize the rights of American citizens. Yes. Because I started this countdown when I went to Port Townsend, where you dismissed the case because I was incompetent. Yes. Mm. And I thought, well, I thought I was going to a cell hearing where you were going to say that I was delusional and have me involuntarily admitted into a mental hospital. Yes. So that you could administer psychotropic medication against my will. Now, I'm still wanting to use that court known as the Supreme Court of the United States. Are there any judges employed in the United States? It seems that when you allege somebody had committed a crime because of a two-count criminal complaint and law enforcement doesn't admit the evidence that I wasn't in, Brennan, yes. And they don't acknowledge the emails that I've been sending about, well, there's a forgery or multiple forgeries. Yes. There's fraud, poop, and then there's this whole idea of corruption. Yeah. And then they think, well, we don't have to enforce his rights. We do not have to enforce the civil rights of American citizens. We are law enforcement, and you do not have any rights. Now, I thought that I was going to die on July 12th, and my actual birthday is July 13th. Yes. I was born in 1970, and if I looked at the year 1970 and then the year 2090, yeah, that would be almost 120 years old. So now I only have 71 years, 103 days, 16 hours, 18 minutes, and 14 seconds left. Yes. And you're spending my time waiting for you to decide to enforce the laws. That's what you're doing. Yeah. You're just spending every day ignoring the crime of forgery, fraud, yes, false arrest, yes, false police reports, poop, the incarcerating of myself, yes, so that you could cause me to have to experience and be exposed to very dangerous situations where I'm incarcerated with other individuals that were actually convicted of crimes. Pouch! Now, as much as I enjoyed spending time with those that got convicted, yes, if I was to look at the total amount of time that I spent in jail, yes, with the individuals that actually did receive a conviction, I'd want to know every person I was in jail with during the whole time that I was in jail, yes, and what crimes they were convicted for. Now, let's say they were violent criminals. Pouch! You arrested me for the allegation of violating the restraint provisions of the protection order. Yes. When you had the evidence I was in Sequim, Washington on December 31st of 2015. Yeah. You put me in jail. Yes. I was arraigned on January 5th of 2016. Yes. I'd like to know everybody that was in jail that day, and I'd like to know how many of them were violent offenders. Pouch! Now, there was this mental health evaluation where you had scheduled a mental health evaluation, right? I had blood nausea because of my broken teeth. Yes. I had called the public defender's office at 5:30 in the morning. Yes. And asked to reschedule the mental health evaluation. And I said the dates that were good for me was I think it was the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st of September. Yeah. Mhm. They said we don't reschedule. Pouch! You issued a failure to appear for a court hearing, yes, where the judge requested me to appear in court to ask why it was I wanted to reschedule the mental health evaluation, when the next actual court date was September 27th of 2016. Poop. Now, obviously, you were talking about the case without me being there. Yes. Yes, yes. Somebody had brought it to the attention of the judge. Right. The public defender's office had emailed me on Thursday, yes, for a court hearing that was going to happen on Tuesday, yes, giving me Friday and Monday to prepare for court. Yeah, yeah. I emailed them that as a citizen of the United States, my response should be yes, anytime a judge requests the presence of a person in court, yes, it should be a docketed court hearing and there should be a notice of appearance. Yes. Now, I understood the actual number of days that I am given in any court hearing, yes, is 5 judicial days. Poop. So that I can be prepared anytime I go to court to answer any questions that the judge has. Yeah. Well, Judge Porter decided to issue a failure to appear, yes, for a court hearing, yes, where you requested my presence in court, and I requested the notice from the state of Washington right now, requiring me to have to appear in court because I was not evading going to court. Yes. Well, you issued the failure to appear. Poop! And then you decided to have me arrested on the 24th of September in Sequim, Washington. Yes. When I was at the Safeway. Yes. Yes, yes. You put me in jail for 27 days. Now, I want to know every person that was in the Clallam County Jail from the time that I was booked in. Yes. To the time that you decided to release me because you said I was incompetent. Yes. I had a mental illness or mental defect. And every one of them that got convicted of a violent crime. Ouch! Now, when you expose individuals that are not violent to those that are violent without any jurisdiction or authority of law, yes, I'm going to sue you. Ouch! No, I'm going to fucking sue you. Now, this morning, yes, my life is being spent waiting for you to decide to enforce the laws. And as much as you thought that you could just bully people, bully, yes, could you get me the Department of Education of the United States of America? I'd like to know every web page and website of every school district that has spent any federal or state money, yes, educating students about bullying. For every one of you in the school districts that have educated students that it is oppressive to be abused by those that are bigger than you. Yes. Those that are the majority. Yes. Those that have a different sexuality. Ouch! I'm gonna fucking sue you so.